Yeah, what's up, y'all? So yeah, I'll be noticing, like I got like PTSD problems pretty bad and shit, man. You know, PTSD is a fucking issue, man. Definitely an issue. What's going on with y'all, man? So chop it up with y'all for about 10 or 15 minutes. All right, so we'll talk a little bit more about credit. All right, so a lot of people they look at that interest rate and they think 29% interest is high, which yeah, that is if it's a house or a car, that shit'll kill you. But when we're talking about a credit card, it's not that detrimental. You're smoking the CBD, Rod, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a car or a house, if your interest rate's 29%, you're through. But as far as on a credit card, it doesn't break down to as much interest as you would assume. And it's also a 29% yearly annual rate. So that's broken down into 12 different increments. So it's not as high as what y'all think it is at the end of the day. Um, so never really look at the interest rate as far as when you're building your credit, because if you guys remember, you have to buy your credit score in interest payments. You can't buy it with a check, with the fucking water money. You have to pay for your credit score in interest payments on a monthly basis. So that's why it takes so long to build your credit. Now, there's faster ways to do it. There's such things as authorized users and things of that nature. But it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to establish credit for the first time, then I'm always going to recommend the self card. I don't have my wallet on me, but I'm going to recommend the self app, and that's a secured loan. After 3 months of paying successfully on your secured loan, they let you use your money that's built up in your secure loan as security on your to secure your credit card. No other company's ever gonna do this for you. They're not. They never want to let you start your credit because it's it can be you can do so much damage once you do. If they let everybody get credit right now, they wouldn't have any credit left to give anybody because everybody would fuck it up. So there has to be a certain criteria. They can't just give it out or it'll all go bad. But so I took out one secured loan with self. I paid that off in 12 months. Then they gave me the option to take another one. So I took another one because all it cost me is $48 a month. They put their money up and secure the loan. And then I just make my payment. It's always good to, even if you pay a loan off, go start another one. Because it's all about having multiple revolving credit accounts as far as like primaries. That's what it's really about, is you want to have really as many as possible and don't even use them if you don't need to. That's the trick, you guys, is having like $100,000 available credit and you ain't used nothing. Then when you go to another credit card company, here's the trick. Then when you go to the other credit card company and you're like, yeah, I want to apply for a credit card, they'll give you a $10,000 credit card because they can see that you already have 100 bands and you don't even access it. You're not even fucking with it. So like, throw 10 at him. He might use it then. They get mad when you have available credit and you don't use it. They're like, oh, fuck, man. Because all that does is good for you. They make zero. If you're not spending money and if you're not accruing interest, If you don't let your bill go for more than 30 days, if you pay it every 30 days, you're not paying no interest. It has to occur more than 30 days. And then it occurs interest, you guys. You know? So they want you to max your card. They want you to not pay it because they'll just default it and still get paid. And your credit will go to shit. And then they'll sue you for it. And they'll get nothing basically, but they'll sue you for it. You know? They'll sue you for it. And then and then they'll sue you for it, it'll turn into a judgment. You know what I'm saying? 7 years, it'll end up off your credit. So it's just like a lot of bullshit, you guys, as far as like it's a lot of shit that you wouldn't expect. They make money off a lot of different ways where you'd be like, how the fuck does that work in their favor? Oh, it does. It does, or they wouldn't even be out here fucking with you because they don't care about you. They want you to max the card so they can default it and fuck your credit up. Or else you can pay it too. They're cool with that. They don't give a fuck either way. You know, once you start fucking credit cards up and you start defaulting shit, it's hard to get back good with these establishments. I know that. You know, once you go bad, like, it's not like they're going to be the first ones to give you a chance again when you want to try. You're going to have to find somebody like the Self app. They make they may charge you like $10 to start. They charge you this, they charge that. They make like a good $100 off a $500-600 loan, give or take. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty high interest, but it doesn't matter because you're gonna have to buy your score anyway. If you're paying a little more, it's not the end of the world. It depends on what are you gonna do with it once you get it built up. You know, what are you gonna do with your credit score once you get it built up? Are you just gonna sit there and do nothing with it? You know, like what are you really going to do with your score is the question. You know, because I didn't really do shit with mine for like 4 years, you guys. So, you know, what are you really going to do with it? And then I just ended up kind of getting in over my head, you know, because that's what they want to happen. That's what they know is going to happen. They know your spending habits. They watch it. They know. You know, like they never should have been giving me all that credit. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew they were gonna eventually just giving me more than I can chew. They knew that shit, you guys. They know it. They can see it. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They'll default them accounts, man. They'll still get paid. You know? That's the crazy thing about it. And then once you default all those accounts, like you can be dumb and try to pay them if you want to. But it's still not gonna help your credit score really. I could pay all that shit back, it still won't even matter. My shit still basically, I mean, it might bring it up a little bit, but my shit still moves up a little bit right now. Just building the 5 positive things on my credit that I have. It's 5 things on my credit building, man. I might be forgetting about one. I'm trying to remember everything, but and when they start seeing you have multiple accounts and you're juggling all those accounts, then you go to another credit card company. But what you want to do is pay all your limits down to 0. So when they look, all they see is that you have available credit that you're not using. You know? You want all your shit to be as low as possible when you go to try and get another credit card. If all your credit cards are maxed, they've done it though. If your credit's good enough, even when your shit's maxed, some people will still give you shit. You're just like, why would they do that? I wouldn't do that with nobody. You know, but they work different. You know, if I can see that you owe 10 people in the streets $10,000 each, but you haven't missed a payment with them, but you still owe 10 people 10 bands, I'm not borrowing you nothing. But the credit game, they'll actually borrow you another 2,500, another 5,000, even though they know that you're in like a dangerous position with the rest of these people, but you've still been paying. You haven't missed one payment, but they know that it's coming more than you do. They know it's coming. They can look at all your shit and be like, yeah, one bad month and this guy's belly up. They know. And they'll still keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. You know? And it's just like, they're just really like, they're not your friends, man. They might seem like they give a fuck about you and that they're here to help you prosper, but they're really not. That's why people are so confused. And there's a lot of different information out there about credit. Some people are like, I don't use credit at all. That's just for suckers and this and that. And some people are like, everybody has their different opinion. But the truth is that credit is the most important thing in the world as far as anything financial. Jay-Z was actually, I don't really like a lot of these rappers, you guys, and I really don't like Jay-Z that much. But I was surprised that he dropped one of the biggest jewels in what was the name of that? Fuck was it, man? Like Jay-Z story or the OJ story. The OJ story. Not even the best song by any means at all. But in the OJ story, he tells it. He's like, man, he talks about real estate investment. And he talks about investing in art too. And then he talks about credit. Credit. He actually just says the word and he breaks it down. He's like, you know what the most important thing is? Instead of blowing money in the strip clubs and all that other shit? Credit. I was like, wow, he actually gave people one piece of knowledge. I feel like he spits a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. A lot of agenda. But nobody, I feel like that shit went right over everybody's head, even though it popped right up on the screen. It was like right in everybody's face, you know? And people just missed it. Boom. Bro, like credit. It's like pretty, it's not easy to understand, but I mean, it's the same way people work up trust in the street. You know what I'm saying? They might front something from somebody, pay them back, do it again, pay them back. Same shit, you guys. It is the same. Look at it like that, okay? If you guys can't, if this is complicated, just look at it like this. Let's just say, look at it from, let's say you're, I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I'm trying to think. I mean, let's look at your basic fucking person that say sells marijuana in a state like California, right? They might have a person that comes to them, gets something, doesn't have the money, comes back and pays them. Builds up trust. They've only done this one time though. Person does it again, they come back and pay him again. Now they've done it twice. Now their trust is a little more. After the 12th time, now they're not worried about Joe Blow anymore. And they're like, Joe Blow, you can take this, man. I know you're good for it, bro. Like, just, come on back. You know? The credit is exactly the same. Except for nobody's ever going to give you the kind of street credit that you can get from the real credit lenders. Nobody's going to give you that kind of, they're not going to let you owe 10 people. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different ball game. But just look at it like your local fucking Joe Blow pot dealer in a place like fucking California where it's legal. Okay? So just look at it like that. If you can understand that. Now, the first time, if in the first few months you start not paying this individual back, then they're probably not going to want to deal with you on any kind of level. You know, same thing with credit. It's really all the same thing, you guys. It's just built up trust that one day will be broken. Yep, whether it's intentional, whether it's on accident, whether it's because this happens to you, that happens to you, this, that, you die, whatever. One day you're not going to fulfill your credit obligation. It's going to happen. And they know it. One day you're going to go belly up, and they know it. You know? Sometimes they see it coming, sometimes they don't. You know, but they can have they have a good idea of maybe when a person, just by looking at certain shit. I can look at your credit portfolio and be like, yeah, you're done. And you could be strong as fuck right now, but I can look at it and know if you're in too deep. You know, real quick. And just be like, yeah, this person, it's only a matter of time for them. Yep, keep them lower than 25%. They say like 30 or 50, but like keep them at 25%. But who can do that? Can you guys all do that? I couldn't always do that. Got them spending habits. You know, so I couldn't always do that. Man, your credit score's higher than mine, bro. Bro, you're crazy. You're crazy. I got my fucking Rolex with a 620. I got this Challenger with like a 620. You're tripping, bro. I'm at like a 530, 540. My shit dropped a little bit. Bro, 600, 610, 620. It's not really about your credit score. It's about who do you have credit with. They want to see who do you have a rapport with. I had a rapport with Macy's, Target, American Express, Bank of America, Bank of Omaha, fucking like everything, Discover, which everything you could think of, and then other shit that you wouldn't. Bank of America, like everybody will just start just feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. You know, they'll all just start feeding you, man, as soon as your shit looks good. It's not about your credit score. It's about how many accounts do you got right now? Whoever's got a 600 score. What do you got going right now, though? Because as soon as you stop paying on your credit, it goes dormant. So if I got an 800 credit score and I just build all my shit up and stop. What up, Jay Bird? I build all my shit up and I stop. Just like how it's like 7 years, all your negative credit goes away, so does your positive credit goes away also. That's the most important thing, you guys. That's why you always have to be running one account or two or 10 or 5, because shit's going to start falling off of your credit eventually. It doesn't stay there forever. Negative and positive credit falls off your shit. Did you guys know that? It goes dormant. And so you could go somewhere and they'd be like, yeah, you got an 800 credit score, but you're dormant. And they won't give you anything. Dormant means it's not active. Dormant means it hasn't been active for such an amount of time that, because you could get one credit card, do right with it, get an 800 score. But they could see that it was a $200 credit card and you just worked it for 6 months and then stopped using it. That shit don't count to them. They want to see you active for years. You know? They love to tell people, oh, you don't have enough. You know why they say, you know, you don't have bad credit, but you don't have any credit. Now I'm going to tell you why they say bad credit is better than no credit. Because I have bad credit, but I also spent a bunch of money. People made a bunch of money. People defaulted all these accounts. Merchants made money on them. You know, retailers made money. I was part of the money-making machine. I made products move off the shelf, things of that nature. How they got paid for in the end, go ask fucking the world banking system. Like, bro, default, insurance. It's just it's just, when you start really seeing all that, you just know life's bullshit. You know? When you really start seeing, like, wait a minute, what? Go research everything I'm saying. Don't fucking believe me. Go research everything I'm saying, you guys. Go research all that shit. And I bet you, I know everything I'm saying is like 99% accurate. 95 to 99% accurate. I might have a couple of little things wrong or might have worded it, you know what I'm saying? But trust me, this is how this shit works, man. And so now does it make sense? They'd rather trust me, who they know maxes accounts, high numbers, then gets gunned down in the street and doesn't pay them because I can't, right? And they're going to trust me before they trust you with no credit because they know I've played the game before. They know I've reached a certain level before. That's a little bit more than your average Joe fucking with credit, but it's definitely not top shelf. Top shelf, like top flight shit, man, you're going to be having like, $1 million worth of credit that you could go access. $10 million worth of credit. $50 million worth of credit. Those are the levels you want to get to before you go bust. You don't want to go bust at 75K. You don't want to go bust at these low numbers. You don't want to go fuck up a $500 credit card and then they're like, fuck this dude. He folded in the first round. I at least made it to the 17th, 18th round before I fell down. You see what I'm saying? So they look at that. Should it be like that? Fuck no, it shouldn't be like that. Not at all. But it is. It is, and it's not fair, and it's not designed to be fair. It's not designed to be fair. About fair, man. They give a fuck about money. They don't want you to just hold them credit cards, really. They want you to blow all that shit, max them, and put yourself in a bad situation. So they make money just as well that way. Probably quicker. It's probably quicker for them to default accounts than it is to deal with one making interest for 10 years, for 5 years. They rather you max that shit to $5,000, not pay it off. They go default it, they get their money, and they fucking smut your name up. It's a simple game. The streets don't work like that, though. Somebody will come try to fuck you up or whack you when you short them on those kind of numbers. That's the difference. That's the difference, you guys. Is it starting to make sense, or is this like still rocket science? I'm not a fucking genius, I promise you that. Yeah, smoking the CBD, man. I go to sleep early and shit. We doing some stream yards tomorrow, baby. I don't know if I still max my account out with them fools or what. Yeah, let me see what's going on with y'all in the comments. My fault, y'all. Just in my own head, man. Jaybird, no, you're a Cowboys fan, Jaybird? Jaybird, I'm giving you your wrench back, dog. Like, sometimes I have to clean house when a mistake gets made and go back and be like, oh, man, I must have gave like a rogue or a... Benny, you don't got a wrench, man? Or Benji? Benji, you got a wrench. Turbo, you ratchet. Rob, no, hold on. Hey, John Rod, where are you from, man? You were supposed to have a wrench, too. You've been around, bro. I recognize that bully you got. My boy's bully passed away, y'all. He had a micro. It died at the age of 7 last week. So he's kind of been going through it, man. He still has the XL. It's about 130 or 40 pounds. But yeah, his micro died, you guys. He is pretty fucking hurt about it, man. We heard about the micro dying. She was like an $8,000 dog. Somebody gave it to him as a gift, but it still hurt just as bad, you know. I never really found too much of a connection with animals, you guys. But as I'm starting to get older, I'm like starting to see it though. I'm starting to see it, you know. But I just didn't have one like that when I was younger at all, man. Like I'm starting to see it though. Some shit blew my mind that I seen the other day. It was like a blue whale, like coming up, and we all probably seen it by now, but like jumping right up out the water. I don't know how big it was, but it probably came like 30 feet out the water or something, maybe more. But I was like, whoa, like that was some shit. I'm like, damn, that I seen a lot of shit in my day, but I ain't never even seen the ocean. You know, I was impressed by that shit though. Like that motherfucker just jumped up out the water, made a loud ass noise, and I'm just like, damn, that's a real beast right there. Yes, real fucking beast. But yeah, I'm surprised that they even would come around people after we almost pushed them to extinction. You'd think that they would naturally just try to fuck us up on sight, but they still don't. You know, they still are. You know, for the most part, are like cool with humans when they probably shouldn't be, man. You know, so I think we all need to start paying attention to like all forms of life. You know what I'm saying? At this stage, you know what I'm saying, you guys? We gotta start like, man, don't even step on a fucking ant if you can avoid it, bro. Like, you know, seriously, man. Like, we gotta start paying attention. You know, CBD. I have THC oil also, but I don't smoke that when I'm in the vehicle. You know, so I smoke CBD and shit. But I smoke THC also, but only the shit that I get from the government. Good government, right? It's too fucking expensive too. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm PTSD the fuck out, y'all. I flip out in traffic stops uncontrollably. Like, as soon as the cop's at the window, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? The door flies open on him. I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck did you pull me over for? It just goes bad, y'all. Like, I just don't do good with people trying to press me for anything, man. You know? Yeah, PTSD the fuck out, bro. Like, you know, a lot of us got that issue, you know. My battery might die in a second. It's getting kind of low and shit. It's always technical shit, y'all, you know? Always technical shit, man. Somebody was telling me that it was rare that I had a sunroof in my Challenger. Is that rare, y'all? I've never really paid attention, but this is a shaker. Oh, I guess you can't see the seat, but this is the shaker RT Plus. So as you see, it says shaker on the seat. But I didn't, I don't, is that, I really feel like that's not even a rare thing. I don't know. But I never paid attention though, so I really don't know. I think it was somebody with a Challenger that told me that shit. But yeah, man, PTSD the fuck out though, man. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think it, eh, I don't know, man. Sometimes it really causes me to sometimes overthink shit, you know? It's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it is, though, you know? Sometimes it is. But I don't Yeah, so what y'all got on your mind, man? People in here talking shit. Super chats are cool, you guys. They're always appreciated, but I'm not pressing y'all for that shit like that, man. Like, you know, I ain't tripping like that right now, man. Yeah, I'll get back. What's up, Bay Area? I'll get back to the StreamYard probably like tomorrow or something. Yeah, you got your ratchet, bro. I had to make sure you was straight. But yeah, man, I'm trying to just be done with the beef shit. I don't know if you guys can kind of sense that out of me, like just fucking tired of the bullshit. Like we can always run the fade, but I'm just done. Like I'm done exposing these fools, man. Like it's too easy, man. Like y'all don't really want to see no more of that, do I? Do you guys need to see no more of that shit? Like, for what? You know? Like, I think I've proven my point like 20 times. Like now we can just be on some productive shit, y'all. This is where we switch gears and we just leave these suckers in the dust, man. You know? I mean, I can't really. I just don't see myself. I don't know, man. Shit just. I don't know, man. It's just fucking old, man. Fucking old. I mean, what's your guys? I already know your guys' opinions, man. And if your opinion isn't switch gears, then you're just a troll ass motherfucker on some bullshit, trying to stir some shit up. But don't get it fucked up. Anybody really wants to do the thing, we're gonna do it. We're done talking though. We're just done talking, man. It's like, nope, we're done talking, man. You set a time and a date, and there's nothing else to talk about it other than that, man. Like, because I always feel like that it's just something that could be good for all our careers. You know what I'm saying? I guess nobody wants to get bruised up or take a black eye for a week for. I don't get it, man. But whatever, whatever. The beef shit, like it's just all talk. So, and I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Does that make sense, y'all? It's just all talk, man. Like I've analyzed it up and down. Like, nah, that shit's all bullshit, man. You know, they're just doing it for the views. If I keep doing it, it's just for the views, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for views, man. I don't give a fuck, man. If that's like what YouTube is, I'll quit before I play that game, you guys. As far as like, you know, yeah, it's not even worth it. I'm more talented than to just give like you guys the basic bullshit content. Like, nah, man, you guys got to demand more out of us. Like, dog, you on that bullshit again? I'm out of here. Demand more out of us, man. You know, that's what I recommend. Yeah, I don't recommend. I hate reading the comments because I forget everything I'm about to say. Yeah, yeah. Fuck wasting our time bickering like fucking punks in high school and shit. Y'all like. it's pretty obvious that this is never going to stop, and it's just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back. And I'm like, oh, yes. And I know that shit is semi-entertaining because it makes me tired, y'all. CBD makes me tired, you know, makes me tired. But yeah, this battery will probably die in a second, man. But yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna get on some more productive shit. You know what I'm saying? Just put new tires on my car. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers were like down to the motherfucking they're down to like the belt, man. I always take my tires down to like risking blowouts and shit. Like I don't know why I do that, man. I feel like I gotta get the most out of them, man. But I talked to one dude. He said he burned through a pair of Nittos in 1 month. I said, what? Dog, some Nittos in one, like that's just crazy, bro. You'd have to be doing burnouts everywhere you go the whole month. Like I couldn't fathom that, you guys. Like that's going way too hard, man. I couldn't fathom that shit. I'm like, what, man? Yeah, we'll start talking more about cars. Got my little lowrider bike. I ain't really trying to do too much more to that though. But yeah, we gonna start just switching gears, trying to do shit more entertaining, you know. And I know it's entertaining, you know, watching motherfuckers talk shit and bicker and do that WWF shit back and forth. But just, you know what I'm saying, demand better content, and you might find out that motherfuckers don't, certain people don't got no better content. That's their whole game. That's their whole game. It's just the bullshit. You know, the bickering and arguing and shit, like back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, it gets hella old. You know, I know y'all are sick of it, man. I know that shit. Yeah, you guys, I'll tap in tomorrow though. You know, tap back in with y'all tomorrow. I'm out.